be reviewing my PM Louis Vuitton agenda that looks like this, and I'm gonna show you how I plan my weeks, my days, and yeah, how I use it on a daily basis. So first of all, the price of this agenda in the UK is £240, which is obviously a lot for an agenda, but it's not a lot for Louis Vuitton because, you know, their bags, they usually start from £1,000. So 240, it is a lot, but if you could take good care of it, I'm sure it's gonna last forever. So for me, it was like a little investment, like a little something that I could, you know, buy for myself to have better days, something that's gonna keep me organized and something that's just gonna bring me joy on an everyday basis. So it is really, really small. So if you buy a small one, as you can see, it's tiny. Which is, for me, it's a good thing because you can always chuck it in a tiny bag or whatever you're going shopping or something like that. It's really, really good. If you open it, it's actually even smaller on the inside because the paper is actually tiny. But what it does have, it has credit card slots on the left hand side. So you've got 3 of them, and then you have another pocket in here, and you've got the same pocket at the back as well. So it's something that is really, really handy, especially if you've got a lot of receipts or you've got like to-do lists that you tend to do on tiny pieces of paper and you just want to put them in there, or if you want to put your business cards in because you never know who you're going to meet on your way to the Tesco. So that's a really, really good thing. And also another thing that I've got done, but you don't have to, you know, Louis Vuitton is known for the things that you can personalize, get them personalized. So I've got my initials in here, and I do have them in gold. The reason why I chose gold, because I think it works really well with the brown background of the agenda, and because it's very visible and it's a bit sparkly, but I love it. We all need a bit of a sparkle in our lives. I do love the sizing of it as well because it's not too big. You know, sometimes when you see something, it's got like those massive initials. So I didn't want that. So I'm really happy that, you know, they're really, really tiny. So for this year, the design of the actual paper and the agenda looks like that. So it is very, very blue, as you can tell. I'm not the biggest fan of the design for 2020 because mostly because of this one. So it is very, very yellow in here, and I don't know if you can see it properly in the camera, but from 2019 this was all gold. So I think it was a really nice touch, and you know, it made it look more classy and more glamorous. And this yellow thing looks a bit like, you know, when you have like a highlighter and you're like in primary school or secondary school and you just want to go for it and you highlight everything. Well, this is what it reminds me of. So I'm not the biggest fan of the yellow finish in here. But the rest of it is obviously amazing. As you open it, it's got a green thing as well. It says that is agenda for 2020. And in here we've got the personal reminders, so you can fill in your name, your last name, your office number. So if something goes wrong with the agenda, you can always, hopefully, nothing goes wrong. But if it does and somebody finds it, you know, they can always track you down. And in here you've got the calendar layout for the whole year, so you know which days are what days of the week. And that's a lot of them. And in here it starts. So I'm gonna go to the month of March because this is what I'm gonna do for the Come Plan With Me, because we are, oh my god, I can't believe how fast this year goes, by the way. It is already the end of February, and I feel like it's still, honestly, it's still January. So yeah, crazy. Got it. Okay, so every month starts with a graphic as well. So this one is green, and this is the graphic that we have. This is how it looks like, and this is what the most important thing for me is this first blank page that you can write anything you want for this month. And for me, I usually do it in 2 ways. So I did mention before, this is my first page of the month. And this is what I usually do. So I use my fountain pen because I feel like writing in a fountain pen is really classy. It also makes it look really nice. So I'm always gonna write down my goals for the month. And those, I'm gonna put them into categories. The first one is gonna be fitness goals, because I feel like this is so important to get your body moving and just be happier, because obviously working out makes you happy. So for my goal is to get to the gym 3 times a week. And then out of this, 2 times I would like to run 5K. So, and then 1 time it's gonna be a class. My favorite one personally would be definitely HIIT, because I love HIIT classes, or Pilates. I don't love Pilates, but it's good for my body. And also what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write my expenses in here in the second option. So it's gonna be expenses. So these are the things that I will need to budget for, that are gonna be so important for me in the month. So I need to watch out what exactly I'm gonna spend on what. So for the expenses, I'm going to Paris this month, so it's gonna be Paris spending money. While I'm in Paris, I would like to also go to Louis Vuitton and treat myself to something nice. Louis Vuitton in Paris. And then, so these are the expenses that I have to look out for, and it's something that's gonna help me keep on track with everything. So these are the fitness one, and these are the expenses. And I also want to walk to work and from work. I'm very lucky to be going to work, so I can just walk. So I'm gonna be trying to walk to work every morning. And I think that's such a good thing, to write it down. And in here we've got March, and what I'm trying to do in here is I'm going to try to put my workouts in. Usually you've got timings in here, but I never keep track on them because they are so small. So I'm just going to put them in quickly, and then I'm going to show you what I do at the end of it. another thing that I'm gonna do is that I've got those cards by Louise Hale, How to Love Yourself, and this is a deck of 64 affirmations. So what I usually do is on a Sunday before the week starts, I'm just gonna randomly pick an affirmation that I want to focus on during this week. So this one is lifetime after lifetime, I am a shining spirit, a beautiful light. And if I turn it around, it's gonna say, I am always safe, I am eternal, I will go on forever from experience to experience. And I think it's such a nice way to keep in mind for your whole week. So I'm just gonna write it down in here. So this was the affirmation for that particular week. Yeah, so this is what I'm also gonna keep with me. So wherever I take my agenda, I'm always gonna have it in me. It's such a nice piece of paper, and you know, I'm just gonna try to keep it in my mind because it's such a beautiful, you know, affirmation, such a positive one, and yeah, I love it. I've got 64 of them, so I tend to rotate them for every week. There's a different one. And also in here, I've written down my goals for the gym. So I want to run 5K, as I said, on a Monday. Then I'm going to have a day off. Then I'm going to run 5K on a Wednesday. And then I'm going to do a gym session on a Thursday. That's going to be either Pilates or it's going to be a HIIT class. And here I'm going to meet with my friends. I don't know which ones yet, so I'm just saying meeting with because it's a Friday. It's something, you know, to be positive about. And in here, I've also written something. So every day I don't eat breakfast. I always have a smoothie with a lot of powders. I'm gonna prepare a video about how I make powders and smoothies that are it's literally like a breakfast, so filling and so yummy. Yeah, this is my goal, to have a smoothie every day for seven days, as well as I drink cayenne pepper in the morning. I'm gonna do it in a separate video, but if I do it or not, I'm just gonna tick it in here. And then, you know, when you see those ticks by the end of the month, I just love it. So I just love it. It makes me feel so happy that I'm accomplishing my goals, especially these are like the easiest goals. And I feel like, you know, if you accomplish small goals within a week, that means that you can accomplish anything you want. Because, you know, small goals and small victories, they lead to bigger things. And also in here, I'm just gonna write smoothie, cayenne, because I drink cayenne pepper, as I said before, and gym. Yeah, so I'm gonna write out of 7 how many times I've actually managed to go and do things. Apart from that, what I'm gonna add in here is the cleaning times, the times when I'm actually cleaning my apartment, which is not the easiest way, but yeah, I'm gonna try to clean on a Tuesday. And I'm also gonna try to clean on a Thursday. That's gonna be and also a big session on a Saturday is gonna be cleaning the bathroom. The worst chore, but it's really important to do it, isn't it? So this is how it looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.